everybody. I'm here with Stuart with Narrative Science here at Techweek. Stuart, tell me a little bit about yourself for my audience here.
Yeah, I'm Stuart Frankel. I'm the CEO and the co-founder of Narrative Science. Narrative Science is a AI company based here in Chicago. We've been around since 2010, and we've created an advanced natural language generation platform that we call Quill.
Cool.
Quill's an intelligence system. It's essentially a communication layer on top of data.
Got it.
It takes data based on some user inputs, it figures out what's interesting and important in that data, and then it renders that analysis in a natural language communication, which could be anything from a snippet of text that gets converted to voice to a 10-page investment research report that looks like a Wall Street equity analyst took a look at a stock and wrote up the report. Highly flexible, highly scalable, and subject matter agnostic.
So obviously, thank you for that panel. It was a really great panel. I enjoyed it. So do you think companies are going to now invest more and more into these AI platforms because we now need to scale? Because we're getting all this data in, somebody's got to work this out, and it's not humanly possible. Like,
what's going to happen?
Exactly, yeah.
Well, we're in the world of AI, so obviously we've made the bet that companies are going to buy these.
Exactly.
Are going to buy these technologies. I think it's really early days. As I mentioned, we started in 2010, so we were
very early.
Not too early, but certainly early, and it's given us a lot of time and a lot of opportunity to really figure out where to take our technology, which is in the enterprise. About 60% of our business is with large financial services companies. We work then with healthcare companies as well, medical billing, supply chain, and then we also work with agencies within the U.S. intelligence community. And the organizations that we work with where we can be very successful are organizations that already are relatively sophisticated with respect to data and analytics.
Science and
exactly. And so I think that if companies try to just buy AI, and I'm not even sure what that means, frankly, because AI is so many different things.
Like Salesforce had rolled out, like the Einstein.
I mean, everybody now has
some element of AI in their
and
product.
it's either there or they're telling you. They're telling us that it's there. If in fact they haven't done the hard work of really figuring out their data and becoming skilled at analytics, the AI is not going to work for them. And I mentioned this on the panel that we've seen in data, we've gone through kind of the big data hype cycle.
Absolutely.
We've seen a lot of investment, lots of breakthroughs, frankly. Lots of companies certainly are using data in a really effective way. But there are many other companies that have spent a fortune on their data infrastructure, and they're not getting the return that they thought they were because they didn't start with first principles. Really, the way to determine whether you need AI or data is to figure out, what are you going to do with your business? What are the problems that you're facing in your business? What are the opportunities? And then what are those tools and who are those people that you can pull together to help solve those business problems? Long term, I think AI
is the way to go.
I certainly think it will be a big piece of what people use. I think it's going to automate a lot of rote tasks which will free up people to do, I think, higher value work and higher value things, right? But I do think that you have to make small, incremental decisions and also successes along the way in order for you to ultimately reach that place that you want. And you can't go from 0 to 100 without hitting those milestones.
So if somebody there wants to actually take a next step in AI, what can Narrative Science do for them?
Well, certainly we have a very focused solution. We're around communication, so we think that the last mile is getting insight and information out of these systems and then communicating it to the right people. So we're automating a lot of back office activities, for example, bringing some operational efficiency to organizations. Sales reporting, all the things that happen at the end of a month in a financial. Things that basically, information that people need, where you've got an army of people creating this information by sitting in front of a spreadsheet, sitting in front of some business intelligence application, and then writing up a report. We're automating that. We also do some things around customer engagement, so instead of giving customers charts and graphs, we can help you generate very personalized, on-demand reports on people's accounts, for example. We're also enabling conversations through conversational interfaces, through Amazon Alexa to other digital devices. And so you'll see people over time querying their data and getting information back, but doing it
via voice or chatbot or report or anything.
Via voice. I think the mistake is to go back to your question to say, how should I get started with AI? Again, I think you figure out,
how should I solve the problems that I have that I can't solve right now.
Having said that, if you're a very large organization, I think you do have to acquire some knowledge about what the AI universe looks like. And so I think that you can do that through experimentation and proofs of concept and going to events like this, frankly.
Trying to do it manually first and figure out how we can automate it and improve it.
Yeah, and over time, bring that into the organization along with the other things that you'll need in order to affect the change in the business that you're making.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.